of you are still sitting. And I'd like you to come up to the top of the mat, but open your feet to like a nice easy spacing. Just an easy spacing, not like jammed together and not like super wide at the edges, but just like find your easy. And then bend your knees, and then just humbly fold over. Let your head bow all the way down. Just like ease into your body. And in that nice, easy feeling, I want you to keep those knees soft, keep your head hanging free. And just know that even though the past couple weeks here have been challenging, there are many more that are still suffering. And they have had it way worse than us. And so in this moment, I want us to cultivate a little bit of gratitude for ourselves and a little bit of compassion for the others. Take a nice deep breath in, open your mouth, breathe it out with an ah. Let's do that again. Just kind of flush it through. Breathe in, compassion, gratitude. Breathe out with a nice, easy ah. And now I want you to really pay attention to how you're standing in your feet. I want you to feel your footprints. All 10 toes have a purpose. Put a little extra weight in the lateral borders, which means the pinky toe side of the foot is a little more grounded and the arches are lifted. And then with those knees bent, start tucking your tailbone, pull the belly to the spine, tuck your chin, and just roll it up slowly. Let your arms kind of hang, let your head come up last. And then I want you to stand really tall and proud in your feet. Lift your heart a little higher, lift the crown of your head higher. And then take a deep breath in and reach up to the sky. A beautiful, unexpected blue sky this morning for us and a cool breeze. Let's cultivate that gratitude just a little more. Tip your ears back, look up. Look at our little palm trees a little bolder, right? Oh, but they are standing tall and they are enjoying the breeze, and there's even some new growth coming up. And that's what happens after a storm. After things break down, we have new growth. And I am so sure that through all of the troubles that the world is seeing today, there will be new growth. Let's take a deep breath and embrace that. And then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Good. Bring your feet together. Feel the big toes touch. Stand a little taller and draw some energy right up the midline. See if you can feel the lift of the arches of your feet. You'll feel like a lift right through the midline of your legs, up the pelvic floor. Lift your heart, lift your crown. That's it. Try not to lift your chin. That's it. Inhale, both arms reach. And then exhale, forward fold. Fold humbly. Let's lift halfway, look a little forward, take a breath, and then exhale, fold again. On your in-breath with a flat back this time, rise all the way up. Head up, chest up, reach the arms, keep feeling your feet on the ground, and then hands come right to the heart. Again, inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold, fold humbly. Lift and lengthen, shine the heart forward. Now, step back. We're going to take plank pose. And then lower down onto your belly. Bend the elbows, keep your legs strong. Take it down all the way. Inhale into cobra 3 times. Exhale, release. Here comes number 2. Inhale, cobra, heart shining forward, and release. Last one, best one. Make the legs a little longer behind you. Exhale, release it. Tuck your toes, pull the belly to the spine, and make your transition to the first downward facing dog. I already like the way you're moving. And what I'm going to ask you for today is a mindfulness. We're going to really focus on mindfulness over effort. Pay attention to how you move. Pay attention to what you feel. Take a look at your alignment. Balance your actions. Don't worry about how the poses look. This is not an outward expression. This is you getting in relationship with you, your breath, the way you move. Take one more inhale. Push back just a touch and feel it. And then exhale, look forward with some grace. Bring your feet to the top of the mat. Come halfway up. Inhale. And then fold. Exhale. On the in-breath, rise up. Lift your head, lift your chest, and reach high to the sky. Hands come to the heart. Beautiful. Again, inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Move with your breath. Lift and lengthen on your inhale. Step, step back and lower. Same exhale this time. Roll in with the breath. Inhale into cobra, little back bend. And then exhale, down dog. Belly to the spine. Pay attention to the subtleties. Try to draw your attention inward rather than out. It doesn't really matter what anyone else around you is doing. Instead of visually watching, what if you just tuned in a little more to the energy around you? And you didn't care so much about what they looked like either. Let's take a breath. Push back a little so you can feel. And then exhale, move to downward facing dog. Oh, sorry. You were moving to downward facing dog. I was with you for a minute. Go ahead, walk your feet to your hands. Lift and lengthen, inhale, and then fold deeply, exhale. Feet are together, let's bend the knees and take chair pose, Utkatasana. Can you keep your eyes focused up right there between your fingers? What do you feel? Every single one of you that went to India with me was thanking me for every chair pose that I ever made them do. We needed this in many, many situations. Yes, we did. Sit your butt back just a little more. Keep your feet grounded and then press into those feet as you rise up to standing. Take a little back bend at the top. Give yourself a little freedom and then hands to the heart. All right, inhale, chair pose, one breath only. Exhale, forward fold, do it humbly. As you inhale, lengthen and look forward. Then step, step back and lower down. Lower slowly to your belly. Inhale into cobra. Exhale back to downward facing dog. We're going to stay there for a moment, and I want you to lift your right leg up high. Keep both hands grounded and pay attention to all four of your limbs and the actions that you're using in all of them. We're going to come forward into plank and draw that right knee to the belly. Take your gaze forward. Notice how many muscles have just come into play. Go ahead, take it back. One leg down, dog. All right, so you may or may not like this, but we're going to come forward, plank again. Knee to the chest. Look forward, and now step that right foot to your hands. Nicely done. Come into high crescent lunge. So we have a little bit of action in the pinky toe sides of the feet here. Try not to squeeze the midline. That's it. Try to rise from the midline. Pull up the pelvic floor. Pull up the heart. Pull up through the crown of your head. And then fully express it out of your arms. Give me one more breath right there. And then come halfway down, forward, reaching with your arms, pushing back with your left heel. Take one more breath right there, and then put your left hand on the mat and twist open to the right side. Ooh, I really like the way you're moving this morning. Make sure it's all about how you feel. Don't worry about how you look. Let's bend that front knee a little bit so we can get the hips to drop in just a little lower. And then turn that chest open just a little bit brighter. Last breath. Exhale, place your hand down, step back to plank, and lower. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So just like the other side, just feel the balance and the beauty of your down dog, and then lift that left leg up high. Take it way up to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, plank pose, knee to the chest. Take your gaze forward. I want you to feel how many muscles have just come into the action of this pose. Don't lose them. Go ahead, take it back. One leg down, dog. Here comes number 2, knee to chest. Gazing forward, left foot steps to the hands. Yeah, it's that hip flexor that helps you make that step a little bit better. Rise to high crescent lunge. Take a moment. Feel. What is your nature here? Are you squeezing into the midline? See if you can push to the pinky toe sides of your feet. Get a little bit of a broader stance. There you go. Now pull up from the belly. Pull the heart up. Reach up through your hands. Take the gaze high. Give me one more breath. And then halfway forward. Reaching with your arms forward, pushing back through your right heel. Yeah, that takes a little bit of discipline. Are you breathing? Now we're going to put that right hand down, twist open to the left side. Things are starting to awaken. Heat may even be starting to come up for you. See if you can make your spine feel a little longer while you're twisting. Let's broaden the chest, tip the ears back a little bit. Beautiful. Give me one more breath. And then go ahead, put your hand down, step back and lower. Find the rhythm of your breath. Lower as you exhale, and then wait for the inhale to do your cobra pose. As you exhale, move into down dog. So every breath has a movement. Every breath is a reminder of your ability to stay present, mindful. Pay attention to what you feel in your body. Every single breath counts. Right now, in this moment, can we come back to that gratitude? Can we melt our heart toward the mat just a touch and feel that compassion? This beautiful practice can be a body prayer. What do you want it to mean for you today? Inhale, push back, feel that. And then exhale, look forward. Let's walk our feet right up to the top of the mat. Come inhale on that halfway up, and then exhale and fold. Bend your knees, go ahead, chair pose, one breath only, and then come to standing with your hands right at your heart. Surya Namaskar B. Moving with the breath, inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Take your time. Lengthen on the in-breath, come forward. Exhale, jump, step, or walk back and lower. Inhale into your cobra, and then exhale, just touch down dog, and give me warrior one. Right foot steps, left foot turns in, rise up, and I'm going to have you hold there for a moment. I want the back foot flat on the mat. There's a little more torque on the hip that way. But you got to really use that left footprint. It matters. Push a little bit into the lateral border of that back foot and keep the arch lifted. And so all of our stability comes into that back leg. The whole structure of the pose is really established in that back leg. And then all of the grace is in the front leg. So can you bend the front knee a little bit? There. We don't want to give up our stability, but we want to find the grace. And when they're in perfect harmony, the pose feels steady and effortless. Can you turn the left side of your body just a little more forward? It's one little tiny tweak. And then give me your fullest expression on the inhale, and then go ahead, flow it out on the exhale. Hands down, step back and lower. Take a deep breath, take cobra, and exhale. Just touch the down dog and prepare for warrior on the left side. So left foot steps up, right foot turns flat. Come on up, and then we're just going to explore. Find the structure, find the stability. So good. I love, love, love what I'm seeing in the back leg. It's like that is where the pose takes on its structure, its foundation. And then we find the grace, just like find the grace by bending the front knee a little deeper. You'll know exactly how far you can go because you'll start to feel like you're losing the back leg. And so don't give up the structure, just seek the grace. And when you find that really perfect place in the base of the pose, now you can fully express. We pull up from the midline just like we have been. We pull from the belly, we pull the heart, we pull the arms, we take the gaze up. Give me one more breath. And then exhale, flow it out. That's it. It's amazing how these poses can feel when we do them with a new intention. Move yourself back to downward facing dog. Breathe. Let's take one more breath here. Feel. And then look forward and start to move feet to the hands. You can jump, step, or walk. And then inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. You know what's coming. Chair pose. No drama, though. You know you can do it. We're not going to stay forever. And then push through your feet, come to standing, reach for the sky, and then draw those hands right to the heart. One more time. We're going to go all the way through that. And when we get to Warrior One, it's going to be one breath. So when you step forward, you're going to create your foundation. You're going to find your grace. You're going to fully express. It's only one inhale, and then you flow right back out. You guys with me on that? All right. So inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, fold in, Uttanasana. Lift and lengthen on your inhale. Step back and lower on that same exhale. Inhale once for Cobra, and then touch down dog, come into Warrior. Right foot steps, left foot flat. One big beautiful expression on the inhale, and then come right back down on the exhale. Step back and lower. Inhale through the Cobra. Exhale, touch your down dog. Left foot steps up. I know we're moving fast, but you got to move with your breath. On the exhale, bring it right back down. Hands down, step back and lower. Inhale, Cobra. Beautiful. Down dog for 5 breaths. Now you really have nothing to do here but breathe. And allow every single one of your breaths to be an awakening for you in your body in this moment. You can breathe in gratitude and breathe out compassion, so that our movement and our effort and our time has some purpose. Lift your hips a little higher. Inhale, push back. And then exhale, look forward. Jump, step, or walk, top of the mat. Lift and lengthen. Inhale. Fold as you exhale. Bend your knees, chair pose. Stay right there. Sit a little deeper and then draw your hands to your heart. We're going to twist right elbow outside the left knee. Take a little bit of a twist. One more breath. Twist a little deeper. And then forward fold. No big deal. We're going to do both sides. Sometimes when we're really into the yoga, we lose our lefts and rights. It's totally cool. Bend your knees, chair pose again. Just making sure those legs feel nice and strong. Hands to heart. Take your twist to the other side. Inhale, fill up the lungs, and then twist a little deeper on that exhale. Forward fold, let it go. I want you to go back to that very beginning of the practice where we softened our knees, where we let ourselves sort of hang humbly. And then pull the belly to the spine, and one vertebra at a time, you're going to roll up. Take your time, really slow. Push into your feet, and then come to stand really tall on your mat. On your next inhale, reach up high to the sky, tip the ears back, pause right there. Give it all up right here. A little gratitude, a little compassion. How blessed we are, and how maybe we can find a way to help, how maybe we can find a way to support, even if it's just this moment, energetically, sending love. We all find our own ways to be of service. They can look different for everyone. Take one more breath. Draw your hands right down into your heart. All right, inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Back into the flow, lift and lengthen, inhale. Let's go to plank pose, but hold it. Stay in that upper push-up, and then roll over to the right side so you're facing left, and that left arm is going up to the sky. I want you to do your best to push into the edges of your feet, And then lift your hips a little higher just for one breath. And then put that left hand back down. Nicely done. Roll to the other side. Again, like no drama. Just kind of see what you got. Lift your hips. Yep, take your gaze up if you can. And then return to plank in the center. Let's lift our hips and go right to down dog. Skip all of the goodies in between. That's it. Let's bend the right knee and just really stretch a little deeper into the left side. Let your head down. You should be able to look towards your knees or towards your belly in this pose. So we don't want the head up unless you need it to be. Hips high. There you go. All right, switch sides. Getting a little extra love in the right side. Lift your hip a little higher, sink your heel a little lower, and then push both legs back. Take a breath. On your exhale, look forward. Jump, step, or walk, top of the mat. Lift on the inhale. Fold deeply, exhale. Flat back rising all the way to standing. Push down through your feet, reach your hands to the sky, and then draw them right into your heart. Nice work. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, fold. Lift on the in-breath. Now right leg steps back. Stay on your toes. You're going to come into high crescent lunge. The arms are going to sweep right up overhead. Find your place. Don't look around. Tune into your own body. Most of you, I'd say as I scan around the park, I could see about 75% of you could use to lean back. Yeah, maybe even more. Just lean your body back so you feel the structure in the back leg. Find the grace in the front one. Beautifully done. Now, turn open to the right. Give me warrior two. Turn that back foot flat. Again, look for the structure, look for the stability, and then try to seek out a little bit of the grace. The front knee can actually turn out toward the pinky toe, and we want our stance to feel nice and long. So you want to give yourself plenty of room. Make sure the back foot is slightly turned in instead of out. That's good. Okay. I think you got more. Can you go lower? Now, drop the right arm down to the right leg. Lift the left. I said it wrong, didn't I? No, lift the left arm up to the sky. Right arm down, left arm up. That's exactly what I meant. Yes. We just all forgot our lefts and rights again. Okay. Be aware of feeling like you're leaning forward. If you're doing it in your poses, you're probably doing it in your everyday posture. Maybe you can bring your left sit bone down just a little bit. Tuck this under a little bit. It's not bending the knee, it's tucking this hip under a little bit. You got to come out of this lower back. Tuck this under. Pull this up. All right, return to warrior two. Straighten the front leg and say, ah. Yep, straighten it out. Both arms up to the sky. Inhale. Now, I want you to make sure that that left leg is straight. Some of you have it soft. I want you to really feel the muscles hugging the bones. And then open your arms wide like wings. Keep both legs super sturdy and move into triangle pose, Trikonasana. The legs stay straight, left arm goes down, right arm goes up. There's no exact place that that left hand has to land. It can be on the shin, the ankle. I want you to find the right place for you. A place where you can open up your heart, where you can really fully express and lengthen. And know that if you swing your arm back behind you, you're not really going any deeper in the pose. It's the head, neck, shoulders that come back. See if you can feel a little bit of that cobra in your spine here. All right, push into the feet, rise back up. Bend that front knee. Side angle pose, left forearm, left thigh. Right bicep over the ear. Let's streamline a little bit. Draw that left sit bone down and left knee out, just a touch. Not so fierce, not so fierce. Where's the softness? Where's the compassion? Where's the gratitude? It's not about this pose at all, it's about how you do it. Now, if you would, take that right arm back up, wrap it around your back. Keep that on your forearm. Right arm wraps around your back. Lean on that, yes. And open your heart a little bit more here. Tip your ears back. I want you to feel the lengthening happening from the pit of the belly. All the way up. That's it. Now, with those really beautiful, strong legs, you're going to push into the earth and rise back to warrior two. Release the right arm, reach out through the left arm, take a breath, and then as you exhale, flow it out. Both hands come down, step it back and lower. Inhale into cobra, exhale back, downward facing dog. Give me a really big inhale and an open mouth. Ah. Can we make this the best down dog that you've ever done in your whole life? Not because it looks so amazing, but because it feels right. Because it feels like you could stay here all day if you had to. It's steady and effortless. Take one more breath right there. And then look at your hands and start walking your feet right up to the top of the mat. Come halfway up, inhale. Fold, exhale. Bend your knees, please. Chair pose. Stay with me on this now. We're going to keep the chair pose nice and low, but lift your heels. So you're doing the pose way up on your toes. Now I got your attention. That's it. Stay high on the toes. Put your hands at your heart. And as slowly as you can, squat down until you're sitting on your heels. A little snap, crackle, pop there. All right. Twist to the right. Left elbow is going outside of the right leg. Keep the spine nice and tall. Make sure you're breathing. Return to center. Take your twist to the other side. We're going to inhale and then on the exhale, twist a little deeper. Turn and face forward, and then forward fold. Bend your knees, find the grace, find the softness. The knees are soft, the belly's gonna draw in, and with the head hanging free, come on up slowly, one vertebra at a time. Notice how the push down helps you rise up. Beautiful, feet are together, top of the mat. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Just flowing. Lift and lengthen on your in-breath. Now just the left leg steps back. We're stepping back and we're setting up for that high crescent lunge. On your next inhalation, rise up. And there's a couple things that happen pretty commonly in this pose as we try to squeeze into the middle. I want you to feel the lateral borders of the feet. Notice that you have some structure in the back leg, and then try to find a little grace. Go ahead, bend into the front knee. And again, most of you could use to lean back. Let that lean back come from the lifting of the belly. Reach a little higher. That's so good, you guys. We're going to pivot the back foot flat, turn to the left, warrior two. And so we've changed the rotation of the hips. And again, I want you to notice what happens structurally in your body. Make sure you're still breathing. Don't worry about what it looks like. Can you feel where the balance is? Or more importantly, can you feel where you're not in balance? Some of you are leaning too much weight over the front leg. You need to pull the left arm back. Can you sink a little lower? That's it. Find the grace. Reverse the warrior, left arm down, right arm up. Right there. There is an act of expression. Do this pose right from your heart. Let's see if we can get the belly to lift and elongate the spine. Feel the heart space open, the ears tip back. Give me one more breath. Go ahead, return to warrior two. Straighten the front leg, say ah. Yeah. Both arms go up. Take a moment. Reconnect with yourself. Pay attention to the base structure of your pose. So before we even think about going to another pose, we reorganize. Our feet are grounded, our muscles are hugging our bones, our spine feels really long and tall. Now we open the arms big and come into Trikonasana, triangle. Right arm down, left arm up to the sky. And this is not about how deep you go, it's how much space you can create. So be careful about your intentions here. Sometimes we reach too far, and we've lost all of the reason for doing the pose in the first place. If in any way you feel like you've lost your breath, see if you can bring it back. Look for that feeling of a little cobra in your spine. Find the grace. Take one more breath. And then we're going to rise back up. Push through your feet. Lift your head. Bend the front knee. Warrior two stance. Side angle pose. Utthita Parsvakonasana. The forearm goes to the thigh. The left bicep goes over the ear. And don't be so fierce. Some of you get like so rigid here. Where is the grace? We are creating a beautiful line of energy from the right pinky toe to the right pinky finger and streamlining the body. But we're breathing. We're not sinking into our right shoulder, we're rising out of it. Take one more breath where you are. And then just lift the left arm up. Don't come out. Wrap it around behind your back. See if that gives you a little bit more opportunity to open. There is a bind there if somebody wants it. I'm happy with a half bind. Because all I'm after is really an opening of the left chest. And so when you wrap that arm behind you, you have an opportunity, again, to seek that feeling of a little cobra in your spine. And then let's release the left arm up to the sky, push down into the feet, pull the belly in, and come back to warrior two. Give yourself one breath right there. And then exhale, flow it out. Both hands go down, step back and lower. Inhale through cobra, and as you exhale, move to downward facing dog.
Whoa, sweet whiskey.
Is this the down dog that feels the best right now? And if I asked you to stay for 10 breaths, which I'm not going to do, would you be like, oh crap? Or would you be like, yes, I'm just going to stay here and I'm going to breathe? We're only going to take one more breath together. And then as you exhale, I want you to look at your hands, jump, step, or walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold. On a nice deep breath, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, release your arms by your sides. Shift a teeny bit of weight into your right foot and lift your left knee for me. And then take the left knee and turn it open. We're going to place the sole of the left foot into the right inner thigh. Make sure both feet still have purpose. So the right leg, the standing leg, needs to be full of stability, the left full of grace. Hands come to your heart. Try to stand tall. From the midline of the body, pull up from the pelvic floor, from the heart, through the crown, and then continue to rise up with your arms. Keeping your eyes in one place will actually help you with your balance. And I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you, if you feel like you're stable, maybe tip your ears back and turn the gaze up.
Just don't tell me it's right.
Bring the eyes steady again. Drop your left hand to your left knee, palm facing up. And then I want you to know that you can bend and you don't break. So just go ahead and bend over to the left. Take a little extension. That's the beauty of being a yogi. We bend, but we don't break. Let's rise back up with some grace. Both arms reach. Draw your hands right back to your heart. And then slowly place your left foot back on the earth. We're going to shift our weight into that left leg and take the right one up. Right knee opens, and the sole of the foot goes on the inseam of the left leg. And it doesn't matter where, just not on the inner knee, please. So above or below the knee. Stability and grace. Hands at your heart. Eyes steady. Balance means that we can't be too hard and we can't be too soft here. Pull up from the midline and start to let the arms rise. If you're up for the challenge, tip your ears back, take the gaze up. It lifts your heart. It challenges your balance. And then bring your eyes steady again, right in front of you. Right arm drops, palm facing up on the knee. And then just test the waters. See if you can blow like the palm trees do. Rooted, steady, solid.
Love divine is what I'm gonna do.
And then rise back up. Both arms reach. Bring your hands together at your heart. And place that foot back down. Inhale, both arms reach up. And then exhale, soften your knees and go right back where we started. Let the belly rest on the thighs and let your head hang humbly. Find your breath. Remember why you do this practice. For today, can we cultivate that feeling of gratitude in us as we bow our heads humbly? Can we feel compassion? Every day that our life gets a little bit back to normal, can we remember that there are others that still need support? We're going to rise up nice and easy. Push into the feet, fill your lungs, lift your heart, lift your head. You can even reach your arms and stretch back if it feels good. And then bring your arms back down by your sides. Good. Go ahead and shift some weight into your right leg. Lift your left knee. This time I'm going to ask you to hold on to that left knee and flex your foot. So pull your toes up away from the earth. Okay, so now we're going to look for softness in the standing leg. So you need to bend your standing knee and scoop your tailbone in a little bit. See if you can feel how stable that is under you. Like you're sitting almost like in a chair pose. Then we're going to open up the left knee and let the whole body turn left. So both of your knees feel like they're turned out. Standing leg bent. Standing leg bent. Yep. Go low. Go low. That's it. Now, left arm up over your head. Right hand in front of your belly. Give me chin mudra. Close the thumb and the index finger. Notice how much support you're getting, how much stability you get from that standing leg, and then look for the grace. Can you lift the heel on the leg in the air? Yes, lift the heel. The dancing Shiva. That's it. Take another breath. Bring your hands together at your heart, turn and face forward, and plant your foot back onto the earth. Inhale, arms reach. And then exhale, fold. Another moment to reconnect. Notice where your inner dialogue goes when you have to try something new. Are you able to still focus on how it feels? On seeking the balance of your own work? Not worrying so much about what it looks like, but more about how it feels in your body. Let's bend our knees and humbly rise. Let the head come up last. Press down to rise up. Articulate your spine. If you like, reach the arms up and even stretch back a little bit. And then release, arms by your sides. We're going to stand in the left leg. A little bit of weight in the left, and then lift the right, and go ahead, hug the knee this time. I want you to really flex the foot that's in the air. So I want you to feel like you're spreading your toes and lifting your toes as high as you can. And then we're going to bend the standing leg. And it's important that we don't just kind of soften it a little, because that creates no stability. We got to bend it like we mean it, and then draw the tailbone under. Create a little integration. So that is your stability, and that leg in the air is still your grace. Then as you turn the right knee open, turn your body too. Both knees feel like they splay away from each other. Right arm goes up over the head. Left hand in front of the belly. Close your thumbs and index fingers. Make sure that standing leg is bent. Yeah, go low. Go low, go low, go low. And then lift that right heel high. You guys look amazing. Beautifully done, everyone. Let's bring our hands together at the heart. Face forward. And go ahead, place that foot back onto the mat. Inhale, both arms reach. And exhale, humbly fold forward. The dancing Shiva is about destruction. And believe it or not, at a time like this, we don't want to hear about any more destruction. But the truth is, that is where new growth comes from. We all need the power inside of us to break through, to break down, so that we can evolve and change. Let's push into the feet and rise up slowly. Keep the knees soft, keep the belly to the spine. We're going to take a vinyasa. Inhale, arms reach. Breathe and move. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen on your inhale. Jump, step, or walk back and lower on the exhale. Inhale into cobra and exhale into downward facing dog, please. Go ahead and walk your hands back to your feet. So we're going to move toward the back of the mat. And as you go there, I want you to widen your stance a little more. And then turn your toes out and give me another deep squat, but this time wide at the back of the mat. That's it. You can do it with flat feet, or you can do it on your toes. And everybody knows exactly what they need to do here. Sometimes if you go a little wider, you might be able to get the feet a little flatter, but it's not important. You got to find a way to root down and then lift up from the pelvic floor. Don't sit so heavy in there. All right, press your elbows to the insides of your knees. And then the right arm stays on the inside of the leg as you extend it out and touch the earth. Go out wide as you can. Right arm goes off your mat, out wide. And then left arm up to the sky. Very good. And so as soon as we start playing with the arms, I think we forget about our bottoms. So again, go ahead, lift the pelvic floor just a touch. And then I want you to take your left arm and wrap it around behind your back. Take one more opportunity to open from the heart. That's it. There is a full bind if you want it, not necessary. One more breath. And then the eyes come forward, hands come together in prayer. Feel the elbows push a little bit against the knees, and then the left arm is going wide. Keep the pressure against the leg. You feel your knee squeeze in as your arm presses out, and then right arm up. Tip your ears back. How much space can you make? Is there a little cobra in your spine? Yeah, there you go. Let's wrap the right arm around behind the back. And again, an opportunity for you to open your heart. It's times like these where our hearts should crack open. This is not the time to close down. This is the time to open up. Lift the gaze. Look forward, look out far. And then release your bind. Hands come together. Let's touch the floor with both hands and very slowly and carefully straighten your legs, straighten your feet, and come into a forward fold. Find your breath. On your next inhale, come halfway up. Look toward the front of your mat and then exhale your way out to plank pose. That's it. Now lift the right leg behind you. Lift it up. And just like we did earlier, can you squeeze your knee to your belly? Now I want you to turn your gaze out to the left and take that right leg and step it all the way out to the left. Put the edge of your foot down and lift your left arm up. So good. The back foot pivots in. So make sure that you put your left heel in and down. Turn it in. Yeah. That's so much better. All right. Open up from the heart here. Now, only if you want to and if it feels good, I want you to start bending that right knee, almost like your leg is doing a lunge. Bend that front knee. Yeah. Now open your heart more. Open your heart more. Ooh, feels so good. And then straighten your legs. Start to put your left hand down. Right leg steps back and lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Check in, make sure it's the down dog that you need in this moment. The one you can sustain. That one place that makes it feel like you're coming home. And then come into plank. Take the gaze forward. Left leg is going to lift away from the floor. And then pull that left knee right up into the belly. Turn your gaze out to the left and turn your gaze to the right and step your left foot through. Right arm comes up. And you're really using the inner edge of your right foot and the outer edge of your left foot. See if you can get those legs straight and lift yourself a little bit. Yep, head back, that's it. Now, if you're feeling it and you want to, test the waters. Can you bend your left knee? No, that's your right leg. Yeah, bend it, go forward. I got you. Okay, it's okay. You can come out. Make it feel so good. And then as you straighten that bottom leg, put your right hand down, step your left foot back, and lower. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, down dog. This is your last down dog, so take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, put your knees down and come to child's pose. I'm assuming a bunch of you needed that. Reconnect here. Breathing in, gratitude. Breathing out, compassion. And if you would, just come to a seated position. So you can sit on your heels. That would be the easiest, Virasana. But if Virasana is tough on your knees or your ankles, you can do simple cross legs. I'm happy with whatever you're happy with. I want you to be able to just take a seat. And the truth is, our asana practice, which means the poses that we do, it means to be able to sit, to be able to be steady and effortless. Not just in our bodies, but in our minds. And so right now, in this moment, we're going to just sit. And this might be the very first moment that you've actually done yoga this morning. Don't get carried away in the pose. Let it be what it is. Connect more deeply with yourself, with your mind, with your body, with your soul. I want you to close your eyes. And I want you to go in for a moment or two. Nothing but breath right now. Feel that amazing, precious breath coming in and going out. Every inhale full of gratitude. Every exhale full of compassion. meeting yourself exactly where you are.
I traded fame for love without a second thought. It all became a silly game. Some things cannot be bought.
And I want you to stay exactly where you are, but I want you to be soft. Start to open your eyes and just look around this park. Look around and know that every single person sitting here has a story. Some of us are more challenged than others. But here we sit all together in the same position, breathing. Our collective energy is so powerful. We all come here and we bring something to this experience. But the truth is that we walk away with something bigger. Look around for a moment. Don't take it for granted. Every single person that showed up this morning created your experience, helped you, supported you to find this place of quiet. And if you didn't find quiet, good for you. You confronted what exactly is going on for you. Maybe you're just confronting your knees and your ankles right now, and that's what's going on for you. Yoga can be confrontational, and it can be peaceful, because it is everything. But it's your opportunity to bear witness to it all. And so in this moment, again, I ask you to just breathe in gratitude and breathe out a little compassion. It starts with ourselves. Then maybe we can share it and do it with each other. And then maybe it even grows big enough to go outside of our own communities and be of service. Let's take a deep breath in. Reach the arms up to the sky, just like we did at the beginning. Lift your heart, lift your gaze, spread your fingers. It is a beautiful day. Bring your hands to your heart. Swing your feet around in front of you. Be gentle with yourself. The knees and ankles are going to need some love. Stick them out in front of you. Wiggle your toes. And then bend your knees and put your feet flat. Reach your arms forward and lean back about 45 degrees. I want you to keep your feet on the ground. I know some of you can lift them, but today I want you to keep those feet on the ground. All 10 toes working. There's some work happening in the midline of the body. Can we lift from the belly? Can we lift from the chest? Can you tip your ears back? All of the same work that you've been doing the whole practice. You did it for this moment. Elongate the spine. 5 more breaths. And don't breathe faster to make it over sooner. Long, slow, deep breath. Breath that makes the pose a little more confrontational. That makes you see that there are weaknesses in us. It's okay. We have to see them. We have to find them so we can make them stronger. Now we're going to go down onto the mat slowly. You're going to scoop your tailbone under a little bit and start to feel the abdominal wall really engage, and roll yourself down 1 vertebra at a time. Take care of yourself. Try not to plop. That's it. Lay it all the way down till your head is touching, and then pull your knees to your belly. Rock a little side to side. Take care of yourself. I'm going to bring it down a little bit, even though I love that song. Go ahead and roll your knees over to the right side. Give yourself a gentle twist. One big, slow, long inhale, open mouth, exhale. And then take your knees up and over to the other side. Just wringing out any last bit of tension that might still be there. As the layers of tension start to leave the body, we come a little closer to that feeling of being our true selves. It makes it a little bit easier to find the gratitude, to find the compassion. And then go ahead and start to roll yourself back to the center. One last squeeze. Hold on to the right leg now and extend the left leg all the way out and down. Give yourself a little push-pull. And then switch.
Lay your hands over me. Even if it's a lie, say it will be alright. I shall be.
Both knees back to the belly. We have one more little thing to do. Give yourself a squeeze and then keeping the knees bent, put both feet on the mat. Press your arms down by your sides and take a deep breath in as you lift your hips up into bridge pose. Feel the front of the hips elongate. Fill your lungs. And then one vertebra at a time. Go ahead and lay yourself down. Upper, then middle, then lower back. Once that lower back feels flat and neutral, you can release your legs all the way down.
Please say honestly you won't give up on me. I shall be. I shall be. Open the door. Show me your face tonight. I know it's true. No one heals me like you. And you hold the key. Never again. But I turn away from you. I'm so heavy tonight. But your love is alright, and I do believe that not everything is gonna be the way you think it ought to be. It seems like every time I try to make it right, it all comes down on me. Please say honestly you won't give up on me. I shall be. I shall be. I shall be.
Let's slowly just begin our awakening. I want you to make your transition full of grace. Don't jump up off your mat. Take your time and find your way to seated. Find your best comfortable seated position. Bring your hands right to your heart. And we'll close the practice with that sacred sound of Om. A-U-M. Save a little bit of your breath for the M sound. It has the most resonance, and it's what raises the vibration up into the crown of your head, into the upper palate. So we're just going to do one. We're going to take a really, really long, deep breath in, and then make the A, the U, and the M sound. You guys with me? All right, here we go. Deep breath together. Namaste, my friends. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out. It's so good to be back, so good to be home. We really are truly so blessed. Don't take it for granted ever. And if you feel like your cup runneth over, be in support and of service to somebody else. There's so much that we can do. Go help your neighbor clear their yard. Buy somebody groceries who's stuck. I don't know. Simple little things every day. Just be nice. When things are tough, it really makes a huge difference just to be nice. As always, we have our friends talking about plant-based eating if anyone's interested. I'm feeling amazing. I really am. I got rid of dairy. I made it through all of India totally vegan. It was awesome. I still do eggs occasionally, so I'm not preaching anything. I live with the two biggest carnivores on the planet. I love them to death, and I don't care what they eat. So you're free to do whatever you want, but you might want to explore. Maybe no meat Monday, one day. It's amazing how that could be a total shift. That's what he's working on. That could be a total shift for the planet. Like your footprint changes by just changing one day a week. So pay attention to where you're sourcing. Pay attention to what you're putting in you. It's important. Support the people that are doing the right thing for the planet. Not always big business. I have magnets, I have passes, I have the sign-in sheets. I have new postcards. If anyone is a yoga teacher and you're interested in having a teaching immersion, I'm doing a 7-day trip to Costa Rica for teachers only. So it's yoga teachers to kind of have a different experience, not another 200-hour training, not a long-term commitment to a 500-hour training, but a 7-day teacher immersion to work on your skills, to work on yourself, to connect with other teachers and have dialogue. So I can share my experiences from India. So I have the information here. It's December 7th to the 15th. Maybe not. The 8th to the 15th. The 8th to the 15th. So come and see me if you're interested in traveling to Costa Rica with me. If you want information about the studio, or if you want a road trip. Anybody up for a road trip to Tampa? I'm leaving this afternoon. I'm teaching at Wanderlust tomorrow. It's a really beautiful festival. It's all about community and coming together. So that should be a really beautiful, beautiful day. It's a 5K run in the morning, followed by meditation and yoga and all kinds of beautiful mindful practices. So tomorrow in Tampa, if you want a road trip, a pass or a magnet? Yes. A magnet, yes.
Someone took it off my car.
Good. Maybe they wanted it on their car. That's good.
It's just gone one day.
Sometimes kids just do that too. They think it's funny. So, anybody need? Mwah. Happy New Year to everybody too this week. Lots of new beginnings. A pass, sure, for the studio. There, I feel like they're stuck together. You're welcome. You're welcome. A pass. Oh, hi. So nice to meet you too. You guys need? Okay.
I wanted to tell you about, every time I come, you always talk about like gratitude and stuff. I don't know if you've heard about the gratitude training.
I have, yeah.
Have you?
I never did it. I've done a couple things. I've done like Landmark, and I've done a few things. I just, right now, I don't feel like I'm not seeking that, you know? I'm sure it's beautiful. I know a lot of people that have done it. Yeah, I just have so many things on my plate, so much that I'm sharing, so much that I'm trying to do with my own teachers. So, yeah. If I was to do it, I'd want to be fully committed, you know? Yeah, so.
Thank you, Leslie.
A pass, sure. That one. And you can have a magnet for your car. Would you like a magnet for your car? You're welcome. A pass for the studio? Yeah. You can take one of my classes, yeah. The schedule is on yogajourney.com, or you can just... Yes, my gift. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hi there.
You know about your Tampa activity that's going to be tomorrow?
In Tampa?
Yeah.
Where is it?
What kind of activities is it? I mean, what's the whole
It's a
festival?
5K run, yoga and meditation.
You wanna do a
It's the
5K
morning.
run?
Yeah, it's like we start, I think, at 8 or 9 in the morning, and it goes till probably midday. I'm teaching a series of classes, like they're like flow and restore classes for after the run.
It's fun. Didn't they do it in Miami?
Yep.
They're not doing it. It's in Tampa this
I think we're in October. It might be coming in October to Miami. Yeah. Would you like a magnet for your car? Or a pass for the studio? Have you ever been to the studio? Here. Here, you can both come. Be my guest. Awesome. So share that with somebody. It's in the Wyndham Hotel on Glades in 95. Yep, and we're on the 5th floor. So you come in the main entrance of the hotel, go up to 5. Thank you. Good to be home.
You get a complimentary class even though you're already attend classes?
It's supposed to be a first visit, but if you've never had a comp, then it's okay.
It's always nice, but you're inexpensive.
Yeah, and it's true. It's not expensive. So share it with someone who's never been.
I'll give this to somebody else.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I feel bad.
Yeah, and maybe you make a road trip over to Tampa, and I'll see you in the morning. I'm going to leave around 1 o'clock. I got a hotel for the night, and so a bunch of us coming, road tripping from here. I think it's just going to be fun.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.